So we're in El Calafate now. We went to Perito Moreno Glacier now.
Our adventure begins as we make our way to Los Glaciares National Park in the Santa Cruz region of Argentinian Patagonia, the home to Perito Moreno Glacier and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's about a 90-minute drive from El Calafate, but it's a scenic route, and we were treated to beautiful views for almost the entire bus journey. Along the way, we learnt a little about the glacier and its history. Perito Moreno Glacier is located in the southern Patagonian icefield, which is the second largest icefield in the world outside of the polar regions. Once we reached the entrance, we hopped off the bus and purchased our park entry tickets, not included in the tour price, which cost about 12,000 Argentinian pesos each, or around 20 USD, depending on the exchange rate, which fluctuates wildly. On the scenic drive through Los Glaciares National Park, we saw towering peaks, emerald forest and turquoise lakes, painting an incredible panorama that was only on the way to the main attraction. Once we reached the port, we embarked on a short boat ride across Lake Argentino. The air was brisk as we cruised past the glacier, its colossal ice walls giving a wind chill that we felt all the way to our bones. The glacier is about 30 kilometres or 19 miles long and 5 kilometres or 3 miles wide, and its face is about 70 metres or 230 feet high. This ice field is the third largest reserve of fresh water, after Antarctica and Greenland's ice sheets. For a long time it was the only glacier in the world that was still growing. Then for a while it was in equilibrium, not growing nor shrinking. But now, unfortunately, it's been confirmed that due to climate change, Perito Moreno, like all glaciers around the world, is shrinking, and each year it melts a little more. This was part of our decision to include this stop on our South America trip, knowing that the glacier will likely never be this size ever again. It'll only ever be smaller.
So today we're at Perito Moreno Glacier. We're doing the mini trekking tour, which means we get to actually walk on the glacier. Look how incredible it is. So we're in Argentina now, just a little bit outside El Calafate. So weather looks to be okay so far. Let's hope it holds out.
Once we reached the shore, we took a very short walk towards the glacial icefield, where we were given a quick briefing and had an opportunity to get some pretty incredible pictures of ourselves in front of the Perito Moreno Glacier.
guys, if anyone needs that I take a picture, just let me know. And I'm the guy that... Not the Hilton drink.
Then we picked out our helmets and the guides expertly fitted crampons onto our shoes. You can wear any sturdy footwear. We wore our hiking boots since we had them with us after doing the W trek, but sneakers or trail runners would be fine. Then we were given a quick explanation on how to walk on the ice using crampons.
Okay, here we go. Onto the ice.
We took a deep breath and took our first very cautious steps onto the ice. But it didn't take long to get used to walking in the crampons and crunching our way along the glacier. The glacier's beauty was mesmerising and so expansive. The guides lay a walking trail each morning, including sculpting stairs, putting in guiding ropes, and ensuring there's a safe passage across the ice.
What do you think so far? Is it cold?
Big cold.
We saw plenty of crevasses, from tiny hairline fractures to huge gaping crevasses we didn't even want to imagine falling to the depths of. The shades of blue in the ice were captivating, reflecting the sunlight in and really making me wish I remembered my sunglasses. After traversing the glacier's expanse, we had the option to taste the glacier water, which was delicious, and warm up a little with a shot of whiskey, of course, on the rocks.
Water. It's not a joke.
Cheers!
It's not slow yet. Más o menos. No sé.
That is strong. Just finished the ice track. How'd you find it?
It was good. It's very cold.
Very cold. Had a whiskey at the end, warmed us up a little bit.
It's good. Your favourite.
All up, we were walking on the glacier for about an hour, but it wasn't strenuous in any sense. Instead, it was a very easy walk, especially compared to the W trek we'd just completed. But make sure you dress in plenty of layers, as the wind wicking off the glacier surface makes it very cold, and we were glad for every layer we'd brought. After taking off our crampons, there was another short walk, mostly along a boardwalk, back to the shelters at the lakeshore. Here we enjoyed our packed lunch. Note, food is not included on the tour, although there was hot tea and coffee, which we devoured as we huddled in front of the fire inside the shelter. We did have quite a wait here until our boat was ready to take us back across, and we were cold. The spot directly in front of the fire was in high demand as we waited. After catching the boat back, we boarded the bus once again and made our way to the Balconies, where there are a number of different boardwalks, all offering incredible, expansive views of the face of the glacier.
So we're still at Perito Moreno Glacier. Now we're at the Balconies, or like the lookout area, and it is so cold. It's freezing. It feels maybe even colder than at the top of the base Las Torres. It's pretty damn cold, but the view is incredible.
One of the key things to see from the Balconies is calving, where huge chunks of ice break off from the glacier and fall into the lake in a spectacular fashion. Unfortunately, we saw only a few of these and didn't capture any on camera as it was so cold, so the glacier wasn't melting enough to see large icebergs break off. The views from the Balconies and the surrounding boardwalks were incredible though, but absolutely freezing. So much so I had to buy a coffee for the drive back just to return feeling to my fingers. Money spent. We paid 98,000 Argentinian pesos or 49,000 Argentinian pesos per person in March of 2023, or about 150 USD each for the tour with Hielo y Aventura, including the transfer from our hotel. Park entrance cost 12,000 Argentinian pesos each, or around 20 USD. We also spent 12 USD total, or 6 USD each, on lunch, and 3 USD on a coffee to warm up on the way back. For the 2024 season, prices have risen substantially, starting at around 200 USD per person. So while we had an incredible time, and do think it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, if you're on a tight budget, we would suggest catching a public bus to the park and embarking on your own day at Perito Moreno Glacier. doing all of the boardwalk options on the balconies, which still offer an incredible look at the glacier while it's still here. That concludes our time at Perito Moreno Glacier. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see our next adventure in South America, and give this video a like if you found it helpful. Until the next one, keep exploring.